Stop painting everything black. It's not the design feature you think it is. You would have to be living under a rock to not have noticed that in the past few years, we have seen a surge in black focal features. Enter the black and white era. And since its introduction, there is a growing preference towards big, bold black interiors and accent features. And while I love a good moody room just like the rest of you, when black is used incorrectly, it pulls focus in the wrong way and can lead your room to feeling scattered and disjointed. And we're going to dive into some examples today. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like this type of content, share my video with anyone who is designing and building their dream homes, and of course, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Click that notification bell to be notified every time we drop new videos on the channel every Thursday. So, why does black work in some rooms, but not in others? First, we have to understand that black is an incredibly bold and powerful color. And when we don't fully understand that black is such a powerful force that draws you in, and we only add black in trendy splashes or in random areas, we are losing out on an opportunity to create a cohesive space that flows, and instead end up with rooms that feel scattered, off-centered, and like our eye doesn't know where to go next and where to land. Take this room, for example. Black has been used only on this door. There is no black anywhere else in the room. So what does that do to a space? Our eye is automatically drawn to the black door first because it is this big, bold, powerful, and then it isn't told where to go next. So we as the people experiencing the space are drawn into the room, and we're not guided on how we're meant to experience the room. We're let in and then hung out to dry. It has also created this off-centered focal point that leads you nowhere. Same goes for this entry space. Black has been used only on one door, which is off to the side. So our eyes are immediately drawn to that closet door, which as a focal feature in itself doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And since black isn't replicated anywhere else, we are led into the room through the black door, but not given any further information on how we are meant to experience the space and where we are meant to go next with our eyes or physically. How about this corridor? Yes, black has been replicated on all the doors and all the baseboards, so visually black appears in multiples, but it doesn't show up anywhere else in the space. So as a viewer, we are telling our brains that this hallway is very important. Look at all these black doors. You must go this way to check them out. But as black hasn't been used elsewhere in the hallway in different sizes and proportions, there is no variety of importance and flow to the hallway that leads your eye to experience the room as more than just a big feature focal. To achieve a room that is well balanced and intentional with black, we need to consider black as one of the primary colors in your color palette and use it in small, medium, and large proportions for variety and depth. Not this accent feature that is thrown in for fun or a one-off in a space, a color that has no relationship to anything else. Take this living room. Black has been used so effectively because it is used as one of the primary colors in the palette. The room's main focal is this black accent fireplace, so your eye goes here first. This is your large scale feature. Then your eye is carried into the room through the black chandelier, then down to the coffee table. These are your medium scale features. The white and black checkered area rug and the black plant holder play a supporting role and carry your eye around the room, then back to the accent feature wall. These are your small scale features. Black is no longer this feature on the fireplace that is one-off and done. It has been integrated into the space and through its use in small, medium, and large proportions has given you the information you need to understand how to experience the room. We come in, we are welcomed by the big, beautiful fireplace. We are then told this is a comfortable and inviting environment through black being integrated into the lighting and the soft finishes. Not everything has the same level of importance, and the use of softer textures and colors balances the heavier weight of black in the space. I'd love to know, how have you been using black in your home design and styling? Comment below. Another common mistake these days, especially in the black and white trend, is using black as a predominant focal feature in hard finishes and in areas where black just doesn't make sense. Black has been timeless for years, but only when used correctly to create cohesion in a space and not just brought into a home for trend's sake. For example, these kitchen renovations. Black has been brought into these kitchens only because we are in the black and white trend and has only been brought in through small features, faucets, cabinet hardware, accent lighting. And all this does is create tiny pockets of black that our eye flits back and forth between, but isn't given an area of large prominence to rest and tell the story of how to flow and move through the kitchen. Black feels entirely out of place in these kitchen renovations, as it was not brought into the kitchen in the right proportions or focals, nor in other areas of the home to create flow. It is only in small, tiny bursts that make a room feel scattered. In this example, where an entryway has been glammed up by painting everything black, the design is now a fad by painting every single aspect of the space black and then contrasting it so heavily with white. There is also no variety of proportion, just everything is large and black and imposing. Black can be brought into entryways and entry staircases and made timeless by understanding black's prominence and using it in moderation, like in this entry staircase. Here, black is used as the treads and railing and feels further intentional by the perimeter band on the carpet runner and the artwork on the landing. What we are trying to do is have the black feel intentional, like it has always belonged and will continue to always belong, regardless of how other aspects of the home change and are updated. Rather than feeling like a permanent installation in our home that now defines our space, like these kitchens, which are more difficult to modify and change as black has been used on everything. Cabinets, appliances, tile, countertops, backsplashes. When we realize later on that we don't like our black kitchen because it heavily shows fingerprints, or it no longer feeds our soul, easily updating this kitchen without having to rip out large expensive proportions or in a way that does not leave pockets or holes of black is far more challenging. If we want to integrate black into our kitchens, it's far better to consider opportunities where black is used to accentuate the kitchen versus it becoming this large prominent feature. Black can be used in intentional and timeless ways, but the direction black is being pushed these days is in very trendy design features and elements that proportionally don't work, but also in design features that once this trend is gone, removal is not cost effective. I go into full detail on why only following design trends leads to regret in this video here. If you're looking to add black into your space, think about how you can integrate black into your interior in small, medium, and large proportions that fit the character and proportion of not only the room, but your house as a whole, so that you can create flow and intention. What are your thoughts on today's direction of integrating black into your home? Do you agree or disagree with any of my points? Let me know in the comments below. If you're still feeling lost with how to integrate black and how to design your space for your unique needs and aesthetics, come join me in my free design challenge, House to Home, where I walk you through the exact questions and processes that you need to be following to create any home environment with ease. Link is in the description. And be sure to watch this video next on IKEA versus semi-custom cabinets to figure out which option is best for your needs and your budget. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to read your comments and see how you feel about black interiors and accent features. I'll see you in the next one.